Aloha, beautiful soul family. Woo! How are you guys? Wow, it's the end of March and we're going into April. And today just kind of wanted to share what was coming through for me. Oh my gosh, March has been just this crazy healing month and so many upgrades. And I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but we are really shifting in a new reality and coming into, I think the spring equinox totally kicked a lot of things off. Like this spring really feels like a rebirth. You know, a rebirth is happening on a massive level. For me, that the beginning of the year, end of December, beginning of the year, like I didn't even know what was happening. it was kind of, you know, crazy, you know, for me as things were really coming up. My father passed away, and just all of those emotions regarding my dad and all the things that I had to process, you know, resentment, abandonment, anger, and all of that with my dad. Whew, it was just a lot. And like the month of March was such a powerful month in regards to healing a lot of those emotions, you know, embedded. And it may have felt like that for a lot of you as well. And because we are going into, you know, higher dimensional frequencies, like those things that are distorted in our field have to be seen, looked at, alchemized, transmuted, and corrected. So I just want to share that, you know, when last month my whole family went to Hawaii. We brought my dad's ashes from the Philippines, and anchoring myself in the land of Hawaii really brought back a lot of Lemurian codes for me, and anchored me and rooted me and grounded me into the energy, tribal energy, family energy. I was there with my entire family. There was like 22 of us, of course, for my dad and laying him to rest at Punch Bowl, the National Cemetery of the Pacific, because my dad was a veteran. He was in the Vietnam War. And it was, you know, sort of tough for me to be there because I was like delving in and out. I was like in my multidimensional self and receiving all of these codes and doing all this stuff. But then I was with my family and I was anchoring myself in the 3D. So I felt like there was many versions of me playing out, you know, while I was there. But I truly felt that what's coming in is this foundation, this foundational piece of what our ancient ancestors knew, that this is about coming together, being together, rooting us and grounding us in, you know, our tribal codes. And I felt that so strong in Hawaii, and I came back like so much more excited about doing a lot of things with my family, but also the bond that we created just being there together activated every single one of us. And so I know that there has been this attack on the family unit, and this is why there's so much going on, distortions in families, and we have to go back to that. We have to go back to the tribal codes. We have to go back to the ancient ways of living where we're all supporting each other. And you know, that part I feel so much more like grounded in that right now. But not only just my biological family, but even our soul family, the people in your life that you have this true connection with. I know that part of my dharma is to, you know, create community and hold people in that. And for me, it's just really coming in and sinking into that more and more and more. I just wanted to say, like, look at the clouds. They're so beautiful. I had to be outside today and do this because it was raining, and I came back from Hawaii. I'm like, oh my God, this weather. And today it's just like, it's sunny. Not only that, those tribal codes coming in. But also, I've been just having so many God moments, moments that make me cry, moments where I feel in such devotion to God, such devotion to this path, such devotion to my journey, such devotion to my heart. And I have just been crying a lot. I don't know if you guys have been feeling that way, but as things start to heal within you, and you go back to knowing who you are, the core soul essence of who you are. For me, I start to remember things. I'm starting to remember, other timelines. When I was in Hawaii, I was remembering myself as a Lemurian priestess and in the temples there in Lemuria, and just it was so beautiful to remember those things. Every day that I was there, I was hearing the grandmothers, sing to me these songs, and I connected with the land and the mountains and the water, and it was so beautiful to be in that energy. And I know I'm supposed to bring that back here, and it did have the feeling of dragon, dragon energy too. So I'm not sure, but I just felt this energy of the dragon lineage also coming through when I was there. So I just wanted to say, if you guys are feeling it right now, I mean, we are forging a new path, and I want you to just think about your current belief systems, because those current belief systems that you have are related to things that happened in the past. Those are things that we hold on to and take in and have that become our reality. So our belief systems of not being good enough, not deserving, not being worthy, not being heard, not being seen, totally fearful of failure, fearful of success, fearful of being judged, those kinds of things created our belief systems, and we hang on to that, and then it affects our reality. And so moving forward into this new energy, the spring energy here, I feel like we're stepping into our core soul essence of who we are, and we have this opportunity to create now new belief systems for ourselves, so that we can come into that higher timeline, that we can come into the reality that we wish to live here on earth. And I know for sure that one of the things that has been coming to me is that, at times as a light worker, if you have gifts, you're always residing up in here, right? in the higher dimensions, or your higher chakras or whatever. And so going to Hawaii has really, really, really anchored me into my body so much, so much. And I mean, I know mentally inside my head that we're going through a biological ascension here, and we're ascending through the body. But I guess I never really felt it within me and knew what exactly that meant. And so now what I feel is that we have this, grand opportunity right now going into these new energies where we are able to be the creators of our reality and eradicate, the things from our past that are holding us back, that have given us challenges, that have given us blocks. And this is our opportunity to ride this wave of spring, ride this wave of rebirth. Actually, today in my meditation today, I was seeing myself in Temescal, in a Temescal ceremony, a sweat lodge ceremony, which I do in my retreat in Costa Rica. And being in a sweat lodge ceremony and a Temescal ceremony, that's been an ancient tradition that has happened for thousands and thousands of years. But that is a tradition to where you are going into the belly of the earth. You're in a dome structure. I put lava rocks in there, and it's an actual ceremony that you go through, which is a purification process where you're able to release a lot of things in that space and come out purified and rebirth. And so we do that ceremony in Costa Rica in between our two ayahuasca ceremonies, and it just helps for further release. And as I was feeling into that ceremony this morning in meditation, I was getting that I was holding on to birth trauma. I was holding on to the trauma that I felt when I was birthed here in this timeline on the earth. I could feel that when my mom was pregnant with me and they were excited to have their first child, I'm the firstborn, I could feel my dad wanting me to be a boy. I could feel him. And my parents, I don't know back then if they had, the tech to figure out, if I was a boy or a girl. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. But I came out as a girl. And so I remember that, and back then I was born at Triple R Hospital, the pink hospital in Hawaii, because my dad was in the military. They wouldn't let men inside of the hospital room. So my dad was in the waiting room. So he didn't know if I was a boy or a girl. And I remember that when I did come out and I was birthed, and then he was told that I was a girl, I, in my meditation day, could feel the disappointment. I could feel the disappointment in that I wasn't a boy. And so I realized that almost all of my life, I felt the energy of that, in that I wanted to please my father. I wanted to do everything to gain my father's love, and actually he treated me more like a boy anyway, growing up, and he was always pressing upon me to do good, to strive to be the best. You set the example for your brother and sister, all that kind of stuff, and to be, totally independent, which I did. I strived so much to be a good girl and wanted my dad's approval for everything, for everything. And so I realized that was a birth trauma that was, coming in for me in meditation. And so I realized at that point, oh my God, we have birth trauma. We have a lot of birth trauma that we have to sink into and feel into and heal. And so that was something that came through, for me, as well as when I was seeing that birth trauma, I was actually seeing or feeling the collective birth trauma too here on the planet. And my guides had told me that I was a birth steward, and I was like, birth steward? What does that mean? And so I had the feeling, and I was shown a little bit about the new souls that are coming in, all of these crystalline children, these rainbow children coming in onto the planet, and that they want to come in super clear, and that there needs to be more people, helping with the birth trauma of the parents, so that they can come in with clear energy. And I was like, okay, is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. But I was feeling into that, and that makes all kinds of sense to me, just from having that experience in meditation. Also, these new souls that want to come in, they're so highly advanced. They're the ones that are going to be really shifting us into this new reality. And I'm so excited, about that. But I was, really getting this guidance to sink into helping people heal their birth trauma, especially parents, new parents, or parents who are, going to be stewarding these new children. And so I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go into that direction. But I was, sinking into that and really feeling into the energy of the Divine Mother, the Divine Mother energy within me, and holding that template within my field. So it was like really profound for me this morning. So I just wanted to like share with you guys that this is a time we're like stepping in to new frequencies right now, and it's like we're leveling up. We're leveling up into a new version of ourselves, and this is the time to just step into that and go for it, even though you sometimes feel afraid or are not sure or feel confused or whatever, because there's going to be a lot of more confusion here on the planet here pretty soon as things start to change. But I feel like there's going to be a rapid acceleration of movement into the restoration of our Christic architecture, and we're the ones here as the starseeds, as the light workers, as the new thought leaders to help foster that change and help people through everything. So just right now, I guess I just wanted to give you this message to like step into your highest version of yourself, whatever it is that you desire to create for yourself, because I feel like we're being very, very supported right now in this new expansion, and it's our time. It's our time. If you've already been feeling it and knowing yourself to be here for a reason, this is it, brothers and sisters. This is it right now. We just need to like totally step in and do this work within. Of course, everything is within, and this is how we create everything, is from the inside out. And so really sink into that in this month of April. This is the number 7 year. A lot of people are going to be harnessing their intuition and delving more into spirituality, and opening up to that, which is amazing. And I can't wait for that to happen on a massive level. It's already happening right now, but more people are going to be opening up to the spirit that they are, to their soul, and wanting to embody more of their soul. So I just encourage you guys right now to just go for it. Like this is our time. If ever you felt the time, to get on the path, this is our time right now. Right now. Whew. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful and thankful to have this beautiful community, and to connect with all of you. This is our time too to find our soul family. This is our time where the people that we don't resonate with will start to fall away and we will start to find each other and create community together. This is what I totally desire to do, is create community in a way that is going to foster so much unity, consciousness codes within and everything that we do. And I know that this is how we are going to create the new earth. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to this transmission. I will talk to you guys again soon. Namaste.